Are you worried about a friend or family member who is being harassed online by a current or former partner? You can help.
When my granddaughter Jess started dating Tim, she became withdrawn. She became anxious and worried that he might get angry with her. She loved him, but she was also scared of him. She was always trying to please him. I found out that she'd stopped seeing some of her closest friends just to make him happy. I'm friends online with my grandkids, and I can see some of the things that happen on their social media pages. I was concerned when Tim started posting put-downs and nasty fat jokes about Jess. Over a few weeks, I noticed Jess had started smoking again. She wasn't eating much, and she had dark circles under her eyes. I could see she was very unhappy, and I felt so helpless. When I found out Tim was also checking Jess's emails and texts and tracking his ex-girlfriends online, I was very worried. I'd heard about 1-800-RESPECT, so I gave them a call. They listened too. They told me that Jess was experiencing domestic violence. They gave me practical advice on how to gently support Jess, and we looked at e-safety for women to help her improve her online safety. I told Jess I didn't like some of the things Tim had been writing about her online, but she laughed it off. When I told her I was worried about her, she became defensive. I didn't push her and just told her I would be there if she felt like talking. I checked in with Jess every few days for a coffee or a chat, keeping the conversation casual. One day she broke down. She said she felt really stupid and embarrassed when Tim made fun of her in front of his friends. It really hurt when she said she thought she wasn't good enough for him. I listened and said I was glad she felt okay talking to me about it, that I'd always be there to listen. I told her I thought Tim was treating her badly and that it wasn't her fault. I didn't pressure her though. I also asked how I could help. Initially, she just wanted me to listen and not tell anyone, so I did. As her grandmother, it was easy for me to catch up with her while she was still with Tim. He wasn't suspicious of me. I reminded Jess of her achievements, her close friends, and how much our family loves her. She thought Tim might be tracking her emails and other accounts. She thought he might be getting into her accounts with her password, which she'd shared. So she set up new accounts, ready in case she broke it off with him. She started using my mobile to call her close friends. Jess and I talked about how she could stay safe after reading about what other women did. Jess identified what would be the trigger for her to leave, and then she and I developed a safety plan. She started keeping evidence of Tim's abuse on my iPad. She agreed on a secret code to text me in an emergency. Luckily, she didn't ever need it and decided to leave before he became even more controlling and possibly even violent. She asked all our family and friends to remove and block Tim and his friends from their mobiles, emails and social media accounts. Jess changed all her passwords straight away and reset her mobile and laptop settings to remove any tracking apps. When Tim sent abusive and threatening texts after their breakup, Jess took out an intervention order. Fortunately, this worked and he stopped. Jess is back in control of her life. She is enjoying time with her girlfriends and enjoying her freedom. Jess knows I'll always be there for her.
Find out more at eSafety for Women.